But I'm just saying that there's other ways of educating your child rather than just going through worksheets and going through national curriculum. So in some of my other videos I will be talking to you about another way, because there is some people out there that have wanted to home educate their children for a long time, like really home educate their children for a long time. That means things like taking on responsibility for the child's education. And if that's you basically can watch some of my videos as I explain the things that you can do to give them a different type of education. Hi guys, hope you're well. I'm just outside enjoying the sun. My gosh, you know when you just know that your body just needs it. So I'm just enjoying the sun, looking after my daughter's rabbit. I'll show you him, hold on a minute. Here he is. Apollo, say hello to the camera. Such a nice day. I just thought I'd take him out for my daughter. She normally does this, it's her job, but such a nice day. I didn't want him to be indoors the whole time. His skin's shedding a bit on the side, that's what it is. Show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. Go on, what can you do? You gonna show them? Hey. Hello. Well, I was hoping he would show some tricks, but he hasn't done. But anyway, I'm just here, just thought I'd come and reach out to you guys. Obviously, we're in our first week of the Easter holidays. It's Good Friday tomorrow. And just want to talk to you about education, really. I've just been reading the guidance that the Department for Education have set out for teachers and just trying to figure out what's going on after the Easter holidays, because I want to know what sort of services to provide my students, and also just to, it's the same for homeschoolers. Like, a lot of people think like, this is homeschooling, but home educators have been affected in the same way in terms of not being able to reach out to the community, because a lot of the things that we do as home educators are in the community anyway, and we tend to go out for different clubs and see our family and our friends. So original home educators are also feeling the pinch and feeling the strains as well as anybody else. So I'm just trying to plan myself for next term to see what is happening next. It looks as though the schools will still be closed. I know there's a lot of families who need some of my services in terms of teaching their children in a different way. So I thought I'd do a video now about what's going on, really. Yeah, so the three things I want to talk about is who is responsible for your child's education now that they are at home, who is responsible for whether or not your child attends school or not, and what can you do about the information. So I've got my notes here just to kind of help me to remember what it is I want to say. But basically, parents have been asked to keep their children at home whether possible, except for vulnerable children and children of critical key workers. Now, vulnerable children will be children who maybe have a plan or are known to social services, and also children who have a special need as well, that maybe attend a special school or something like that. They'll be classed as vulnerable children. Critical key workers are the ones who work in a range of categories. You can see the list online, but they're the ones who are going out right now helping with the Covid-19 virus and helping the public, basically. If they're able to get, like, if you basically are a critical care worker and you're able to provide care for your children, then they do not necessarily have to attend a school setting. If you have got a vulnerable child, that your child is being asked to attend school, but you may need to get in touch with your social worker to kind of gather out the facts and to find out exactly what's going on there. So I don't know every individual case, so it's best for you to get in touch with somebody. Basically, every child who can be safely cared for at home should be kept at home. What that means is, whereas before you had to have an attendance register, and the attendance register would show how often your child's been late, how often your child has attended school, and obviously if the child hadn't attended school for a long time, you'd be fined. So basically, there's no more fines because your children do not need to go to school, and the government's put the responsibility with you to care for and to educate and keep your child safe at home. Schools are still receiving funding to help those teachers. They still receive funding for free school meals. So if you were on free school meals before the lockdown, you're still entitled to that. So the best people to speak to would be to get in touch with your school, and they will tell you how they can help you with those things. So there's still things available for you if your child has particular needs, or you as a family have particular needs. So with regards to exams and assessments, they've all been cancelled now. So all primary assessments have been cancelled. This includes things like the Year 1 phonics screening test. You've got Year 2 SATs that they have in May or June. That's cancelled. You have a multiplication test that normally takes place for Year 4 children. That's been cancelled. And end of year SATs at the end of Key Stage 2 around May when you're in Year 6, that's been cancelled also. All exams like GCSEs, AS levels and A levels have been cancelled, but Ofqual are giving schools arrangements of how they can use their assessments to inform a grade at the end of the term. I think the grades will be released in August, so they've all been cancelled. But then what does that mean for the rest of us? So if you're not a critical key worker, or your child is still at home, or you haven't got a child who's got any kind of vulnerabilities, then what does that mean for you? And I guess a short answer would be that you're responsible for that child's education. Now, I know across the country there are many teachers and head teachers doing all they can to provide worksheets and online support and tools for their students, for their existing students. However, it's not really, from what I've been reading, it's not really set in law that they have to do that. They're being expected to do that, but in terms of the legality, it looks as though that rests with the parents, basically. It's like different schools are doing different things. Like some children are having to log on online and attend like sessions with their school. So after the Easter holidays, when school starts back on the 20th of April, your school should either email you or call you or send some kind of guidance in terms of what they are doing as a school to help your child, basically. So again, that's an individual situation where individual schools will do things in a different way. So the best thing to do would be to contact your school office, and they can tell you exactly what it is that the school's policy are doing in terms of your child's education. So I'm just going to show you like a few clips of some of the families that I've spoken to about how they're like spending their time during the lockdown homeschooling with their children, and what sort of things they're doing with them themselves. Some of them are using school methods, some of them are thinking of their own creative ways to educate their children at home.
So this is a day in the life of homeschooling. Charlotte's currently doing her maths and her SPAG. Asia's doing her maths work. And we're working off of Google Classroom. So the teachers assign work every day to us. And we just go on it. And we sort of mark it off as we go along.
Are you enjoying that?
Yeah. But I need to activate my slime, and only that will save my slime from activating and not getting all sticky everywhere.
Oh yes.
Baby, can't she say for Barbie?
Is it?
What she do about food days? I can't go to school now because my friends are going to get germs, and the germs are going to sky and it's coronavirus.
Gosh,
And we can't go outside because everybody's going to go outside and don't put their coats on and don't put nothing on. They're going to get some germs and sneeze.
Yeah.
And they're going to touch dirty things on the floor, and then when they put them in their mouth like... And that's what they're going to do. They're going to get germs.
So what do you need to do now? You need to wash your hands, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's
that's
germs.
What they do. Wash your hands. I like going on the trampoline.
Is that what you like doing?
Yes. I like reading and I like drawing.
Show me where £20 is.
£20. Is that £20?
No, that's not £20. Where's £20?
This is 20.
This is 20p. Let's see. This is 20p, okay?
Oh.
So can you show me where £20 is? Show me where 20p is.
Mommy. We can't go anywhere. Like a big one. Half.
Because it's half of something, okay?
Melon.
Yes, it's a lemon and it's half.
And this is
Why is it
so
half?
salty.
Why is it half?
Because you cut it together
Yeah, we
and
cut
it's
it.
half.
Yes. So
And
now,
then you cut the
what I want you to
strawberry.
do is show me what a half is on all these strawberries and on the orange.
And the strawberries.
Yeah? So we're going to get a knife. You waving the knife like that though. Okay.
Oh, I don't like that. I like
Careful. And what's that called?
half.
Half.
That
A
is
little bit over half. Well done. You cut it in half. What's a half?
cut.
Show me on the glass. Where's a half?
Here.
In the middle. All you need to do is fill up the water so it's half of the glass. And you can stop when that is half a glass. Well done. And how much does that cost?
20.
What's the left?
M.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, but it says monkey.
Yeah.
Or
Death for donuts.
off.
Donuts.
Off. Off.
Well done.
Off. On. Off.
Off on. Well done.
Drink.
Let me see.
Milkshake. Pick.
Well done.
Pack.
Yes, pack.